Hey, you. Everyone in shit. Oh my fucking god, we're muting background sounds. We already got something playing in the background. What the I don't know where the fuck it's coming from. Oh, there we go. Problem solved. How are you all doing today? I woke up 2 hours ago and then realized, holy crap, I still gotta go through the custom magics. I announced it how long ago was it? A month ago I announced I was gonna be doing this? And I just never did it. But I figured, I should probably get around, read through all the custom magics, and decide which one of you actually gets... Well, I'm going to be contacting you afterwards as well, just because, there's guarantee I'm going to have to talk about changing up some things and expansions. Because, for starters, the magic currently use a skill tree. That is subject to change, blah, 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 but 5 spells was just to see if you got me interested in it. If it's interested, we can then talk about expanding it to up to maybe 10, 20 spells. However many seems a reasonable amount. Mine ain't getting in props, so... Ivan, believe in yourself! It could. Also, I'm sorry about the formatting of this. I copy-pasted these from Discord, and it's not pretty to copy-paste stuff from Discord, but Discord's tiny. Belief is always the way to go. Alright, chat box broke. Perfect. Just so people know, I'm also talking to people Twitch and YouTube ends, so I'm not insane talking to no one. There's people on both ends. Chat might not be shared across both. 10 to 20... Imagine 8. I said at least 5, I think. I mean, you can put however many in you want. For starters, this is what happens when you copy-paste from Discord. It turns into this weird grey. It's not a highlight. None. It's still grey. I don't know what this is. It's like it's an image, but... Oh well, we're reading it in grey. Grey, black text on a grey font. Actually, it might be easier to highlight. Yeah, it's a little better. So surreal looking at your own stuff live. It is weird looking at your own stuff live, I can admit. I mean, I'm assuming quite a lot of the magics were good and put in. I'm hoping they're good. How many were there total? I never actually counted. Is there any way I can count the messages? Oh no, some people did it in multiple messages. I can't just count the messages. I cry. I'll count up how many were put... Oh wait, I did one per 14, 15, 16, 17 total. There were 17 magic suggested. Well, submitted. So we'll start from the top. True German. Adventure magic. For the resourceful wizard, it doesn't excel at anything when compared with other specialized magic types. However, it's quite useful when you're out alone and in a pinch. A small collection of spells modified as it's been passed down for generations. How do I already lose where I was? Okay. It rarely has a use in actual combat, but many wizards pick it up its spellbook for the slight chance they might need it. Spells. Mining Fist. Mine the block in front of you. Could either be a charge up for instant mining, or slow and steady like a pick. So... pretty much you can mine with your fist. I've seen that in quite a few mods, notable one, the monk mod. Not hard to make. Sure, Ivan, you can send me backstories. I like the concept. We don't actually have any sort of mining magics yet. Heatstroke. Generates a circle of fire around you. Could be used for self-defense, or include a small campfire in the middle for cooking or whatever. Or just make the fire itself be able to cook stuff. That'd be hilarious. Possible, slightly more annoying to make, but it's possible. Campfires aren't in 1.12. If I were doing it in 1.16, I did actually consider putting it off until 1.17 because, well, I feel like the modding version is going to change soon. So I'm keeping an eye out at what happens with the new version. But if we do update to 1.17, we will do the small campfire in the middle, but otherwise... I guess I could make some cooking fire. Toss an item in and it cooks. It shouldn't be too hard. Campfires in a small fireplace. Oh, you meant it as in just a small fireplace, not an actual campfire item. Okay, that makes more sense. Adventurer's Bag. Allows you to sleep without a bed and gives you a portable crafting grid. Maybe more. That kind of made me think of, when I read the name, a backpack type of thing, but sleeping without a bed, portable crafting grid, it's good, but it's a little lacking. Hey, J-Live. Like, portable crafting grid is nice, but then sleeping without a bed is a bit... It's not so great on a multiplayer server. And that is the primary hosting spot, but I still like the idea. Weary Traveler's Eyes. Allows you to see animals / players from afar, maybe with the option to see their power level / damage. Again, I like it. I don't actually have a power level. Not today, J-Life. Did you look at the Minecraft category? So there isn't actually a power level feature in there. I did consider it, but in the end I decided not to actually put power levels in there, as power levels, they're hard to determine, and as a skill aspect as well. Replace sleeping with portable furnace. Actually that's a good idea for the Adventurer's Bag, but at the same time that kind of combines with heat stroke. Health / magic type. Yeah, that works until I don't actually have this implemented yet, but we are going to be adding dual magic casting, so you can have fire and ice. Well, fire and ice, maybe. I have to figure out the exact system I'm using. I might make certain magics like fire and ice incompatible, but I don't know. Dark and shadow magic, let's just say. You will be able to learn both magics instead of just one, so that could get a little cluttered depending on if people find exploits. Is that... Yes, there is mana. Well, it's Ether Nano, we're calling it. In the text, it's just shown as Ether, because Ether Nano is too long. Alright. Arcane Shelter. Generates a magic field. Transparent blocks you can't pass through. Only apply to other players. Which allows you to have small safe space for sleeping, resting, strategizing. If possible, it could even make beds to ignore enemies. So, kind of a small pop-up house. Be quiet, I want... Yeah, it's fine them talking, Ivan. So, I like a small pop-up house, but this would have to be on a timer. Otherwise, people would pop it up. Maybe we could link it up to the magic, actually. So as your Ether Nano ran out, you can only maintain it. Let's say it used 50 Ether Nano a tick. A second. A tick's too much. A second. That way you can only have it up for X amount of time, and as you get stronger, you can keep it up longer. Now, stat fixes. Oh, the stats on this one. Regenerate a bit of health. So you get bonus health regeneration, I think? Fill up your hunger bar. Is that a spell? Please tell me that's a spell, because just infinite saturation is a little busted. Extinguish yourself. Negate full damage for a second or slow. Give yourself a slight speed boost. Some of these read like spells, others like actual stats. Oh, you can only activate one effect at a time, and the regen effects are less efficient than specialized support. Okay. No, that makes more sense now. Warm Welcome allows you to set a home point which you can teleport back to. High costs, charge time depends on distance. Joe, was yours Hive Magic or Godslayer or Custom? There's some magics up at the top which were sent as docs. So, you see, on a server-sided, that's not too helpful. Non-server-sided, it's really helpful, but server-sided, we will be having essentials on, so you got /home. But all the same, it could be a nice spell. How do you obtain it? Ooh, obtain methods. I forgot I asked for these. Wizards out in forest willing to teach you, or perhaps a spellbook in an abandoned campsite. You know what, that does work out with the style of magic, the wizards out in the forest. It works out pretty well with this magic type. Yep, I got Hive Magic. Sounds a bit random, but could be useful as it combines ideas people know from other mods. That's a good point. I can just rip off the code from others. But that's a hell of a point, actually. Right, Tiger Guy hero. Oh, actually, what was my criteria for grading these? Grading? Am I a teacher? I like it overall. It's a very nice concept. I mean, as it's also will be the only utility magic in the game at this moment. We don't have any other utilities at the present time. There will be in the future, but we don't have any at the moment. Because I'm lazy, J-Live. Alright, what's next? Gravity Dragon Slayer. Description. After training with Gravity Dragon and defeating him in his parkour gravity chamber battle, the user gains the ability to control gravity for a particular person by creating blue line symbols on a person's body. Okay, so Gravity Dragon Slayer. That was actually already within the planned magics, not for a long time, but because the way Fairy Tail magics work is you have an elemental magic like fire magic. You then have a Dragon Slayer version, a God Slayer, Demon Slayer. That's how the magics tend to work, and as we already had a gravity magic, it made sense to have a Gravity Dragon Slayer, but I wasn't particularly sure what to do with this, so let's see. Spell 1, Gravity Shift. Shift gravity to allow the user to run on ceilings and fall up through the sky or sideways across the ground. You change the direction gravity affects you. Simple. I like. Nice and simple. You're creating galaxy magic. Jesus. I don't think that actually exists anywhere. Just Twisting Fist. Hit an opponent and change their gravitational direction based on the direction user chooses. Again, I really like it, but I feel like that could be slightly busted. Like, if you switch their direction to be upwards, you can probably kill them with full damage. So we would have to throw some balancing onto that, but after some balancing, that one there could be good. Spell 3. Dragon's Speeding Bullet. User shifts gravity so he falls towards his opponent and punches his opponent extremely hard. Cause the opponent to fall for a short amount of time as well. You know, that one's codable, nice. See, it's something I really like, just simplicity of how will it work. When will the mod get released? Most likely the 1st of January. That's where we're looking at the moment. Minecraft kind of looking like a docs. It is a doc. I'm going through... Okay, people on the Twitch end probably don't know this. Yeah, I'm just going to do it. I'm a mod developer. I make quite a few mods. I normally do it under a separate name. I accidentally took this one up under the Jelster name. So... Thank you for the follow, Roy. Haparo. Look, I butchered that, I'm sorry. But I create a lot of mods in my free time, and as I took this one up under the Jelster name by accident, I figured, you know what? We're going to link it up with the Twitch channel. I'm considering integrating all the mods under the Jelster name instead of the alternate hidden name. At the same time, that might get me a lot of DM spam, so I might hold off on it. So, Footprint. Increase the amount of gravity on you, causing you to make a giant crater underneath the player, sending a shockwave. Underneath yourself maybe, not an enemy player, as the amount of gravity is affecting you, not them, for this one. So I think Contact would be a nice one for this. So you have to actually touch your opponent to affect them with gravity. Otherwise it would be fairly busted. I'm not gonna lie, this would be a really powerful magic if we don't put some limitation on it. Shooting Starhorn. The user uses his power to fly. If he can, then slam his head into an opponent to do massive damage. I feel like that's too similar to the Storm... What's it called? Fire Dragons... I can't remember this name. The Stormhorn, is it? I'm sorry, I can't stay much. That's fine, Ivan. So, this is... It's a nice spell, but it's too similar to the Fire Dragons one. So, it Dragon Slayer's secret art varies dramatically from each other. For example, Sky Dragon has the wavy winds, and Fire Dragon has the Stormhorn. What other? What was I don't remember Iron Dragons off the top of my head, but they all have different unique spells. So I feel like we would have to change up this one here, just so it's less similar. But it's a simple magic, it's pretty nice, and it's not too hard to make. 1st of January is the current release date. DJ Cool. There's 2 magics here. So, we're going to take out the edited part. So, Smoke Dragon Slayer magic. Also, Smoke Chain Dragon Slayer magic, if you have time. So that'll be a mix. Moves 1. Smoke Dragon Roar. User inhales and blasts a big smoke-like attack that damages the opponent. Okay, so pretty much all the other Dragon Roars. That's fairly nice and convenient. Smoke Dragon Suffocating Smoke. Sends out black smoke from their hands that suffocates opponents. Yeah, I kinda like it. Kind of like a poison gas. Right, we can implement it in the same way I would implement a poison gas into a mod. And since I've already got code for this, that makes it really easy for me. I just gotta rename it. Smoke Dragon Claw. The user swings their arm, creating a claw-like attack from smoke that deals damage to the opponent. A more powerful punch. Yeah, that's how I'm doing the claws, by the way. We're just boosted punch. I feel like, though, we could add, as we got Iron Fist and Claw in most of the Dragon Slayers, we could add a secondary effect on. So, blindness, for example, temporarily blinds the opponent. Oh, Smoke Dragon Field. Covers a certain area with smoke, making opponents blind, AoE. Maybe we could do that 10 block radius. Smoke Screen will use particle... oh yeah, no, Claws definitely have particle effects. And Smoke Dragon Force. User gains wings, claws, and a tail made out of smoke. This gives the user the ability to fly, strength, and speed. So... I feel like we... Considering the theme of the magic, I feel like we might want to change that last one. Maybe they transform... You know how Rogue can, well, turn into a shadow? We could maybe have him turn into some smoke. Can't take damage, can't deal damage. Only particles can be seen. Maybe some boosted speed. Yeah, flight would also work. But take away the strength. I think that works out if we use it like that. I mean, they can be expanded on, no problem. Smoke Chain Dragon Slayer. I don't have to do any of them. I don't have to do anything. But is this a mixture? Yeah, pretty much spectator. It's just like if we, with chain magic and smoke magic, you obtain both, then you can combine them into Smoke Chain. I guess that would be roughly what it is. So Smoke Chain Link. The user fires a magic chain that is covered with smoke that attaches to anything it makes contact with, pulling the opponent to the user, blinds them in the process. Or if attached to a block, pulls the user. So a grappling hook. A blinding grappling hook. Again, I kind of like the Smoke Dragon. I'm not going to like this. I'm really liking it. Smoke Chain Dragon Roar. User inhales and blasts smoke and chains out of their mouth. Binding, blinding, and dealing damage. I was going to say not too much on that because that is pretty powerful. It blinds and, binds. Either would have short effects or low damage on that. Smoke Chain Dragon Whiplash. User generates a chain surrounded by smoke. The user then whips with this chain, dealing damage to anyone the chain comes in contact with and blinding them for a short amount of time. Really short amount of time. Since it's a chain, a lot of damage, and I don't think any bind... Oh god, I think binding or blinding on that one, not both. This one just says blinding, but I'm feeling binding, as I feel like this one's more focused on the chain. Maybe we could have multiple chains come out and only one of them actually do damage. That way we can increase the amount of blinding and binding it does, and also make it less OP. It's just blinding. Smoke Dragon Piercing Barrage. The user creates a small smoke field on the ground, and after a short period of time, sharp chains will appear from the smoke and attack opponents, dealing damage upon contact. These chains do not blind the opponent, right? That's pretty nice. We could use particles to... if we keep the smoke, are there any sneak peeks? I don't have anything ready to show a sneak peek at the moment, so probably no sneak peeks today. There is a mass... Oh, to actual spells themselves. I don't have any leveling on the spells themselves at the moment, but that is something we are going to be implementing in the future. It's something I did consider. You're acting as... If I approach this as I'm already programming it, I can easily judge how hard it is to make. So if it's going to be extremely hard to make, then I won't add it. And if it is easier to make, I will probably add it if it's reasonable. Also, if I just throw suggestions out there, it might get me more interested in them. So, if there's anything I see I can do, there's a lot of expansion and capability for that is also gonna boost up its plus points. But I'm thinking if we use kind of smoke on the ground, not in the air, so it's not blinding, have it a decent radius, and then just randomly have them pop out. So all at once, but just in random locations. So there are safe spots in the smoke, just to make it a nice old chance. And Smoke Chain Dragon Force. This effectively the same thing, except okay, yes, pretty much the same thing. How do I obtain this magic? The same way you obtain... Okay, come on. Come on! I feel like the top one we can do that for, but the second one I feel like we could be using a combination of smoke and chain magics. If you want, I can give you the character backstory. I'm sure, why not? Smoke Prison. Yeah, no, it's something we could potentially add to it. Second Origins, definitely. We don't have them at the moment, but yes, Second Origins will exist at some point. Probably in the next update after the January one. They're not hard to program, it's just I haven't programmed them. It's just I haven't done it yet. I need to actually implement an obtain method for the attack. So Second Origin, how exactly would you get it? Because in the anime it's through Altair using some weird time magic stuff, but we don't have time magic yet. So I need to figure out an obtain method. Where would I just throw it in the custom magics and I'll check it out afterwards. JLive, no, I need to figure out obtain. That's the problem. How to actually get it. Alright, it could just be a leveling thing, but I feel like that's a bit boring. Unless there's also a third origin, which definitely is not a leveling thing. Oh, I keep going past without dropping the final opinion. I really like both of these magics, and they can both be added together. Hold on, I should have in a Discord message something. Hold on. Who was it? It was Jojan. I'm gonna give credit this... Oh god, it's not in an image. Damn it. No, okay. I don't have the software on this computer. Okay, so I can't show it at the moment because I've just got the model file. I don't actually have modeling software on this computer. I tend to do programming on the computer behind me. Make one of them just blow up the username when it breaks. Maybe... Yeah, we could maybe use a special item. So, Smoke Dragon we could implement in the next update, but the Smoke Chain... This one would have to wait till I actually added chain magic, because I feel like I want to change the obtain method of these a little bit. This one, the same as any other Dragon Slayer. Alright, adios DJ. And what is the music in the background? At the moment it is Autumn Haze, Western Xander. This one here I think it would be a fusion magic between chain and smoke. That way it makes a bit more sense, the name. As there is no Chain Dragon Slayer planned for a long time though, this one would have to be put off for a very long time. As I haven't even started working on how to do chain magic, but like, if I were to pull up the document on everything planned, which I'm not gonna, because there's also private confidential programming things in there, which would leak the other name. I'd be scrolling for probably 3-4 minutes on maximum speed to reach it. Shino suggested Creation God Slayer. Description: God creation, make a slayer to defeat evil demons and help aid the war. Okay, so creation God Slayer magic. So similar to creation magic, but the God Slayer equivalent. I feel it's going to be a lot of equivalents which are on the planning list. Okay, spell 1. Creation God Origin Flame Burst. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a hell of a name. A large AoE attack that set the target on fire and gives them slowness for 4 seconds, while buffing the user defense. So buffs defense, sets target on fire. That seems very powerful. That combines support, damage, and more support debuffs. Creation God Throne makes a throne of emeralds and diamonds. The user would have slowness 6 while spell is active. All enemy in range would have blindness and slowness as they are bowing to the ground. I actually kind of like this one. I mean, although we'd have to do something different for the throne, otherwise that's just going to be an infinite emerald and diamond farm. We'd probably implement some custom blocks for that, which can't be picked up, or just fade over time. But I do really like this. But instead of slowness 6, just complete immobilization. So it just stuns everyone around them. Creation God, Secret Art, create Clockwork of Time. It's so long! Okay, we're going to take the create out. Clock of Time. It frees all players and mobs in range for 20 seconds while giving the user slowness 1 and weakness. Weakness is 30% if I'm correct, so weakness 3. So they can't do much damage. Creation God, Secret Art, 4 elements angry. Okay, I'm sorry, but okay, I can see the lack of naming sense, I'm not gonna lie. I feel this one's kind of powerful. In a circle around the user, fire would spread, then ice spikes followed by a strong wind, ending with earth pillars, hitting all mobs and players. I like the idea of combining the 4 elements. I really do like that idea, actually. Maybe in a different way, we could use earth to seal them in, wind to force them, ice spikes on the earth, on the walls, then wind to push them towards the ice spikes, and maybe flame tips or something. I don't know what we can do with fire. Creation God's Love. The Creation God will give the user a piece of divinity, making the user part god, giving all 50% boost to all stats, and the divine sword that can't be dropped. Damage is up to you. How to get: NPC called King will be wandering around the world. Only one can spawn in the world. Now, here's the problems with that obtain method. 1 NPC in the world. The world's a big place. I believe what's the default world border? Something like 1,000,000 by 1,000,000, I want to say? Could be even more. There might not even be a default world border. Might be 100k by 100k. Either way, it's hella big. So as a result, finding this NPC would be incredibly difficult. Only one spawning makes it even harder. And also gives the capability on most players for one person to just hide him. Also, there's guaranteed to be a bug I miss which can, well, be abused to kill him. I would definitely miss a bug where he can die to something. So a singular NPC obtain method isn't a good obtain method. And also the Creation God's Love. A God Slayer isn't actually a god. There is a magic to obtain godhood, but it's not a God Slayer. I feel like that giving divinity doesn't quite make sense. But I do like the actual spell itself, giving 50% all boost and a divine sword. I do like that part of it. It's a nice spell. It's pretty powerful though. So I think due to the fact this one is so powerful, I think this one would have to be a pass or seriously debuffed. Unfortunately. But I will still look for spells for this magic as it is planned. Shadow Dragon God Slayer magic. I swear we have more than one of these, don't we? I swear I saw more than one Shadow Dragon God Slayer. Okay. After reading the description and learning Shadow Gods for your magic, he saw himself wandering through the woods, eventually finding Shadow Dragon, training and defeating the Shadow Dragon in mortal combat. After defeating the Shadow Dragon, the dragon gave T his favourite weapon, which is a staff, telling him to develop his own moves using that staff. Shadow Dragon God manipulation. They put the colon in the wrong place. Allows the user to control whatever weapon he holds by surrounding the weapon with his shadows, control it throughout midair. Okay, so kind of like a controllable arrow. I guess we could control that with the cursor, maybe arrow keys? I want to avoid adding too many keybinds onto things. So probably cursor. Shadow Dragon God, Twisting Claws. Using shadows to make rock solid shadow claws and twisting them in motion. Going as fast as possible we can and impaling them into his opponent. Okay, so pretty much simple claw attack, except it's a rush claw attack. I like it. It's easy to do and not really much can be said about it besides it's just a nice basic smell. Jared, that's like they're not all they're fairly good, J-Live. How many magic? That has not been decided yet. At the moment, it's just one because we haven't implemented any more features. Well, any way to obtain more than one. But in the future, it will be more than one. Shadow Dragon God, where was I? Sixth Sense. Allows to use it since anybody else's shadow within a 100-meter radius. So similar to the glowing effect, but only you can see it. Okay. So just a location spell. Yeah, we can get behind that. Then 100, maybe 50 block radius, which makes 100-meter radius diameter. Just to not make it too OP. Yes, Ultima, I am the VTuber. One of them. If you make a keybind that switches from... I know keybinds can be easy, but I just want to avoid too many of them being added, because otherwise it makes it really difficult, especially if you put it... especially if you put it into mod packs, there's the word. Mod packs, it becomes very difficult to keybind everything. That's the reason I want to try and minimize the keybinds. I'm still working on how to minimize them though, because, well, of course there's got to be keybinds to use the spells. It's just how many is the minimum I can get. Shadow God, Dragon God, Teleportation allows the user to teleport anywhere at any time. Shadow Dragon God Force the... Oh wait, okay. Maybe not anywhere, set points. Set points, maybe. Maybe Shadow Travel instead of Teleportation. So you can quickly travel. How many spells would there be max? There is no maximum. There's no maximum on the number of spells I'm implementing. Forgot word mob noted. Look, I forget words all the time. Okay, Dragon Force. User gains wings, a tail, horns, sharp teeth, sharp claws. All his magics get stronger. Damn, people really like the wings, tails, horns, sharp teeth, and claws feature of Dragon Force. That's not actually a feature in Dragon Force, you know. Like, the wings aren't... That's just a side effect of the Dragon Seed, which gets fixed later on. Hey, Adexon, it's going good. Very good. I like Shadow Dragon God Slayer, but... I don't know, this one, it feels good, but at the same time, it's a tiny bit lacking. Yeah, it's just the scales and the sharp teeth. Claws can also be included up to a point. It's normally just one hand the claws are on. The only time we actually see wings is when Natsu gets completely taken over in the movie. And that's due to the fact that he's got a demon seed in him as well as a dragon seed. That's the only time we see those. People like corns because they're horny. God damn it, but there's kids here! Once gold magic comes, I may or may not need to explain it a bit if it... Alrighty. Okay. Well, we got gold magic. Ooh, that's long. Okay. Gold magic description. Gives the ability to use the material known as gold. Moves. Gold trap. Allows the user to stop another player from moving and using their spells by encasing their body in gold for 5 to 10 seconds. How the user does this is by looking at a player and using a keybind or right-clicking them from a distance. Caps at 15 or 20 blocks. 15 blocks I'd say, and if we encase their body in gold, maybe we can also give them damage immunity. So they're 100% immune to magic, and they, well, 100% immune to all attacks, but they also can't move at all. So it gives an opportunity to make traps. If we make it 10 seconds as well, we can have escape, create a trap around them. I'm sure there's plenty of exploits we could use with this sort of thing though. But I can already see them. Freezing just before I'd have to maintain momentum. Oh god, yeah, there's a lot of implements I'd have to do. Jailed stream for kids, what went wrong? Nothing, I'm just... I wanted to read through all of these live on stream because people put a lot of work into these. And well, I don't exactly have a non-kid account. Gold Piercing Spear allows the user to create a spear of gold and throw it at a player, ignoring their armor protection, dealing a set amount of damage, let's say 2.5 to 3.5 hearts of damage. The cooldown of 5 to 10 seconds. This would work either using a keybind or right-clicking the spell. It brings out a golden coloured entity that you throw at a player, a similar travel distance to an arrow, but a shot is a lot more linear. Yeah, it makes sense, and it's nice. Easy to do. There is no cooldown on spells. That's the thing. There's a burnout system instead. So let's say you use the spell 3 times. It will use more magic each time you use it. So you can only cast it X amount of times before you're out of magic. It's a feature I figured would prevent spamming it while at the same time not making it insanely overpowered. So it scales to your level. So you can cast more as you level up, but not an insanely amount more. Golden Casement allows the user to transform their body into gold, giving them a much higher defense. 5 bars of armor, protection 3 to 5. Yeah, no, I do intend. I never mentioned burnout system, so I expected times in here. And makes gold related spells have a longer effect. Let's use gold trap, make it so 10 to 15. Okay. That makes them stronger. Alright, so pretty much a buff spell. Cooldown again. Okay, so over the cooldown. The last 2 minutes or until player's mana. I think it would be a mana based one. Defense with toughness. Yeah, probably a good idea to swap it. Fireball, fireball, fireball. You know what, that's so common. So many magic mods just spamming it. With the player having the ability to cancel it. This worked by making it so play. I'd use the keybind. It would have to be a keybind, that one. We can't right click for everything. Gold arms. Encase their fists with gold. So basic punching attack. It lasts for 1 to 2 minutes, so keep consuming mana. I think that one timer. And maybe we could just have it as a permanent thing. You can encase it in weapon and give it to others as well. Like, you can upgrade spells. Because I kind of like the idea of having exclusive spells. Well, spells on a magic type, which you can't get on you can't merge it with another magic. So, for example, you can make a gold weapon, throw it to someone with the Shadow Dragon Slayer. Let's use that as an example, because it's already been said in here. And have them then surround the weapon with some shadows to make it even stronger. So, honestly, it might not be too OP, because it requires 2 people to make use of it. The player can use this by keybind or right-clicking. Keybind and then right while holding weapon in your hand. This also allows the player to cancel the spell. Gold consumption. This spell allows the player to consume 1 gold ingot to fully recover their health and hunger, with the consequence of slowness 1 for consequence of slowness 5 to 10 seconds. Slowness 2 we're going to up that to, and has a cooldown of 1 minute or 90 seconds. 1 minute. Player uses the spell Keybind. The slowness 1 effect, when combined with 3 to 6 seconds long, this magic type can have more spells built. Yeah, we'll have more spells. Also, if we implement it. To obtain this magic, it needs to be in a 4x4x4 room made out of gold ore or gold blocks. Where do... 1 minute, Skull. With an enchantment table inside of the room, you put a normal book in the enchantment table, then a ritual of sorts starts and the gold coloured particles come from the walls and go into the table 5 to 10 seconds. Then at the end, you take the book out of the table, it becomes a gold magic book. What? I like the ritual idea. Gold consumption. It does, but at the same time, I can see why it works with the gold magic. For the ideas, I'll just send this magic type for now. Alright, where is it? We got Fairy Deception, Fairy Tale. Okay, I'm just gonna create a temporary invite. There's a reason I'm just creating a temporary invite for this, but... Wait, no, Skull's in the Twitch end. Okay, I need to go to my channel. Your channel. Alright, here you go, Skull. There's the Discord where you can submit them. Alrighty. Where was I? So I actually really like this gold magic. It's got some simple and some more advanced features, a lot of versatility in how you could use it. It could be interesting to see how people make use of something like this, because I can already see a crap ton of ways to make use of all of the spells. Also, there's nothing insanely hard here for me to program. But the hardest thing would be the golden spear. Oh wait, no, that wasn't a... Never mind. Probably the golden casement, just the texturing of it. That one there would probably work out really well. I'm actually really... I think this might be my favourite so far, if I'm honest. So, I mean, I didn't even... No, I did. I did have gold magic on the list of stuff that I found out it doesn't actually exist. I was sad. Okay. Volcanic Dragon Slayer. Oh, this one I never... Okay. Okay, Magic 1. Passive full damage. Negation. 2. Active eats lava and earth to recover magic. 3 active. Can see in lava like you're in water. 4 can dive into dirt and stone. Long fall and into lava. 5 right clicking on lava, cooling it down to make it obsidian. Yeah, all fairly simple spells. I mean, passive, we haven't really had any passive spells yet. I'll just try to format this so it's easier for me to read. Damage negation 2. Is this resistance 2? I feel like resistance 2 is too powerful. Full damage negation. It doesn't really fit in with Volcanic Dragon though. I don't see that working out with Volcanic. Maybe Wind, but... Or Sky Dragon, not Volcanic. So, probably wouldn't implement the full damage negation. But passive effects, first time someone's brought them up. Eats lava and earth to recover magic. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense with the Volcanic Dragon. Can see in lava, again, makes sense, and it's fairly... it should be easy-ish to program. Can dive into dirt and stone from a long fall and turn it into lava. Again, I like it. Oh, you've made a revised version. Is that going to be further down? Right click on lava, cooling it down to make obsidian. I feel like the cooling down's a bit... I'm not sure about it. I mean, it's volcanic. You're supposed to be heating up, not cooling. This is along with the normal Slayer magic stuff. Obtained by combining fire, earth, dragon, lacrima by throwing them into a lava pool on the surface. Only no man-made lava pool. I think blood magic was already mentioned earlier up in chat. I do like the idea. I'd be surprised if we didn't have a blood magic in here somewhere already. Here's the thing. I would have to determine which blocks were placed and which ones weren't. Well, that's not hard. It would be checking it every time. Lag machines is my concern here. And I also haven't actually made actual Lacrima. I used Lacrima for fun as placeholders when I was messing around with the magics, but we don't actually have Lacrimas yet. They exist, but they're placeholder items. They work for magical things. Well, actually obtaining a magic. So it would just be a lava pool. Or it can be man-made. Yeah, man-made would have to be included. The spells, one would attack, change the blocks it hits. DM me your opinion. Oh, I didn't read these till today. This is my first time reading it. So if you hit a block, maybe, depending on the magic. That's true, basic magic types could be obtained with Lacrima. That would be a neat idea, and would make it easy for me to program as well. So one attack would change the blocks it hits. So, maybe. Oh, better idea. If you throw the fire and earth Lacrima, the lava pools of the nether, the lava pool starts glowing, and then it erupts, and the lava Lacrima floats on lava. I can see lag machines! Enchantment, go for it. Motex. Anti-Shadow Dragon Slayer. Wait, what? Anti-Shadow Dragon Slayer magic. Passive, all Dragon Slayer attacks do 35% less damage. Except Dragon Slayer attacks, they have 50%. One move. Shadow Boost. Wait, did something not copy paste from the Discord? Hold up. Inception Fairy Tale, Custom Magics. Oh, there's two more. I'll just add them to the list. This was Motex 20. Wait, it was just objects? It is objects. it just... I don't know what that object's supposed to be. Does damage cast, but their magic does 10% more damage and does not stack 2 move. I'm just skim reading this one because I'm not a fan of the concept of anti-Shadow Dragon Slayer magic. Like, it's there to counter a specific type of magic, nothing else. I feel like this one's just... It was put in there to... Was the previous one? No, it wasn't. Okay. I'm not a fan. Just because of the concepts of this. I mean, having it specifically made to counter a certain type of magic just seems a bit... Like, it's useless unless you go against that one magic. Mirror Dragon Slayer magic is not a thing. I mean, no, it could be implemented. Yin. Death God magic backstory. Okay, Death God magic. Custom magic name. I can read it. Take a page out of Zereth's book. A mage went deep into the study of black arts, but unlike Zereth, the mage perfected the art. Perfection. Thank you very much for the host, Noxy. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. How are you doing today? We're just reading through the magic suggestions for a mod I'm making. But unlike Zereth, okay. Perfection and fascination of dark and dangerous arts led him to want more. That's when he set out to find the god of death, Thanatos. And he knows his lore. His plan was simple. All he had to do was die here, and because of the contradiction curse, all he had to do was stop his... Okay. Thinking he was dead, the death god appeared before... Finished the god... stop his heart. Finished the job. The young mage awoke and fought a vicious battle with the death god, losing horribly. But Thanatos was fascinated by young mage, so instead of killing him, he trained him as a successor death god. I feel like if we changed it away from Zereth's book is It's good, but it's already being implemented a perfected version. Just because it was already said it wasn't perfected. But I do like the Death God part. I do really like that part. Spells 1. Death Stance. This ability, he lets the user teleport and strike its target 4 consecutive times. Passive. Every time something is killed, the soul will be given to you. The more souls you consume or have, the more powerful you become. So killing more powerful creatures gives you... I like it. If we put a cap on how many souls, actually, that could be really interesting. Reap. After cutting or wounding someone, Reap can make the cut wound much greater. Kind of like King's ability in 7 Death. Okay. Yeah, no, that's nice. So, yeah, it makes it... Okay, so just... There has to be limitation on that. Mirror magic does exist, it's just not interesting as at the moment. It's kind of like... I guess Wild 1 7 Deadly Sins. Full counter, I guess. Walk of a Reaper. It's an ability allowing these to move faster, quicker, taking a shadowly dark form. Spell 3 passive. When attacked, you have a chance to teleport behind your target. I actually really like that. That gets Gerald's approval there. God of Death. This is a mode turning you into a Ghost Rider looking thing with horns and a scythe. This form allows you to harness the full power of death magic. Okay, so it's like a dragon force, but for the God of Death. Okay. And ultimate attack, Touch of Death. Wasn't that in Overlord? I think that's one of Ain's attacks, isn't it? When all requirements are met, the user may touch the target, causing them to be sent to the Death Realm, where they are slowed and executed. Kind of like one of Itachi's Genjutsus, but real. I haven't actually watched Naruto. If we came up with some reasonable requirements, that could be interesting. And good. And also a way out of the Death Realm. A way to escape. Alright. Jammy. Oh wait, I keep forgetting I'm not just reading these, I'm supposed to... I feel like with some changes, this one could be really good. I did really like the idea of the souls. Alright, this here, I think we made it a passive instead of just... Not just a... Wait, it is a okay, there's just no... I really do like that passive idea. Where more souls powers you up. We don't have anything like this at the moment. And again, for example, a sheep soul, chicken souls would be worthless, whereas a, I don't know, dragon soul would be worth a crap ton. That's got to be near the top. Mr. Jammy. Anti-magic / disable magic. I'm already thinking Asta from Black Clover. This magic was created by a man that hated... Wait, what? Okay, it's back to being black. Good. Similar in hive magic? Oh, we'll see it when we get around to it then. People that use... Okay, that man hates people that use magic for bad. He created this magic so he could make people that use magic for evil lose their power, so they feel pathetic and weak. So that they had nothing to do, so they suffered without any magic. Anti-magic was created by mixing Bane particles with a special kind of magic that had the power to nullify anything with just touch. I did actually think about creating something like this as a custom magic using Bane particles. But this magic went beyond that. It can nullify spells by a stare. This magic was mixed with Bane particles, so it can infect people with the Bane particles, spread by different kinds of moves or by touching the enemy. Move 1, no magic. The user makes a 5 feet circle around themselves that lasts 15 seconds, and any magic that comes close to the circle gets cancelled. Absorb. The user absorbs the enemy's magic, then being able to use this magic power will launch the enemy and the spell back at the enemy. The spell is infused with Bane particles. If it hits the... maybe. Maybe I have a 30% chance to get a soul, but... maybe that's a good idea, actually, Nuke Shot. I feel that's a bit powerful. Unstoppable Bane. The user launches a giant ball of anti-magic. This black orb that also has Bane particles inside of it. However, this move is quite slow and can be dodged but not blocked. It will remove any magic that touches it. Bane of Magic. The user makes the enemy's magic gets disabled. This lasts for 20 seconds. Death Ball Volley. The user launches a lot of small balls infused with Bane particles. Each ball does damage, erase magic, and infects the enemy. I'm liking this, but it seems a little too strong. Also, I feel like the default magic assigning system wouldn't work for this because it's using Bane particles. I was going to use Bane particles, so I'll explain my idea for them after this one. Death Guard. User makes everything around them turn into Bane particles. This slows the enemies down, also making their spells weaker, but uses a lot of energy. Ultimate move, magical arrays. All the magic in a 1 mile. How many meters in a mile? When were you cooking cooks? When did you start? Is a mile 1,000? Maybe 1,000 meters? It's too big. Gets taken and the user infuses Bane, explodes it, causes a giant explosion. Bane parts affecting everyone in the process. Too many meters. Yeah, too many meters. Like I can't render that in safely without risking a crash. That's even 10,000 blocks in every direction. We might just crash people with that. For the anti-magic, you can make it so if the magic you try block disable is higher level, then maybe. Here's what. See, my original idea was for people who, if it was in a mod pack and you didn't want to use magic, you could have something like a Bane sword. So, for example, it's shown in the anime, Bane particles have a heavy impact quickly on mages, but I still have an impact, not much of an impact. Well, not as much of an impact on non-mages. So I was thinking, if we made it so you could find Bane particles, as well, particles exist naturally in the world. You could collect the Bane particles and combine them with a weapon. And then use that weapon to hit an enemy. Well, hit a spell, negating it. Yeah, fair enough. If you haven't watched it, it's kind of hard to make the spells, but I think I was thinking of just using weapons because I felt like there's also what is it? It's one of the I don't remember his name. The blue haired guy. He's one of Leon's friends. He already has some form of anti-magic. Can't remember his name. He's the dog guy's friend. And his magic can negate other magics, but not over the top negate. I feel like we could use something like that works out a lot better than this one. Lamia scale, that's it. He's in Lamia scale. Oh, this is a nice one. This is long. The weird Galuna Island guy, yeah, no, that I haven't watched the arc in a long time, so I don't really remember. In the Nether lava. No, it's possible that obtain method, but the eruption and stuff could be easily used for lava machine, so we'd have to work on the obtain method a little bit. Lunar magic. There's background story. Okay, in ancient times, there was a clan who could use celestial magic. The celestial magic had the ability to use the power of the sun, solar magic. Isn't celestial magic Lucy's magic? Isn't that Lucy's? Solar magic. Or the moon, lunar magic. I think that's heavenly body, actually, if you combine the two. And had a divinity for the sun dragon god and the moon dragon god. The more time passed, and the more the clan was cut in two parts, these two parts merged solar and lunar clans. A war started between both clans. After a long fight, the solar clan was exiled to another dimension, while the lunar clan who stayed in Earthlandia, get it right, Bucker, disappeared. Nowadays, no one speaks about these clans, but you can still find some books containing their history and the theory of their magic. This magic being non-material and having special property. It can be used for offense, defense, and supporting. Passive if possible. During the night, spell power is boosted. Already figured we'd have it boosted during the night. That's what came into my head when I read this spell. I instantly thought nighttime boost. Wonder will anything from Edalus be in? Yeah. No, Edalus is planned. Actually, the whole dimension's planned. Crescent moon. User focuses lunar energy in his hand and launches a blade-like projectile. This spell is quite fast and sharp. If one is cut by it, it can make him bleed. Oh, so some damage afterwards. Okay, that's a nice potion effect we can add in. Moonlight. The user joins both hands to create moonlight particle. Then a moon ray focuses on the caster and starts healing him. It could be a healing effect or a regenerative one, depending on the power. I think we could combine both, but then have a downside to this. We could have it really powerful, but then as a downside, only be used when the moon's out. Moon Accel. The user focuses the lunar energy in both legs to give himself an acceleration bonus. The bonus speed allows the user to surprise an opponent who's not prepared. Could just be... That's just hell... Marwan, you're a genius. Thank you. You're a genius. Okay. Moonblast. The user focuses... That's a Pokemon attack. Lunar energy into the hand's form a sphere. Then the stored energy is released in a beam-like form. Dense lunar energy allows for massive damage, but the user needs to take some risks to charge it. So immobilize while charming it? What, charming? Charging it? I guess would be the risk. Lunar shield. Creates a shield around and made of lunar energy. The shield being made from moonlight can stop all projectile but is weak against physical attacks. That's really nice actually so far. Moonlight is a melange? The heck is this word? I can't read this word. Making magic depending on the user's imagination. It can be made in different forms like spear, hammer or blade, and at the same time it's a pure elemental magic that can be used without having a specific form, like supporting spells. As the magic is inspired by the Moon Dragon God, a dragon-slaying version can appear someday. And maybe... Okay, I like it. For future implement, at one point the user can unlock Lunar Eclipse mode that allows said user to infuse a bit of solar energy. How to obtain. To use Lunar Magic, one has to find Ancient Lunar Book hidden in the Stronghold. Then one needs to find Lunar Fragments hidden in Old Structure of the World, Dungeon, Stronghold. One has both the book and 4 fragments. He can craft them into Lunar Magic. Oh, it's a French word. Okay. That explains why I don't know it. Okay, so if it's hidden in the Stronghold, problem is there's then only a limited amount of the item. So here's what I'm thinking. We change the obtain method. I like the fragments and the book. I like both of those. I'm thinking just where the book is hidden. Maybe into End Fortresses. An End Fortress item. It's still really rare, but there's an infinite quantity of End Fortresses instead of just 1 or 2. But I think this is my new favourite. Well, I didn't put the name on this. Who made it? Shit. Oh god. Why is there 9 new messages in here? Lunar Magic, Lunar Magic, Lunar Magic, Lunar Magic. Iriyami. Okay, Iriyami, good job. This one's really good. This one's winning. This one's in the lead. And it's also got a hell of a lot of expandability. As you said, Dragon Slayers. And we can also go into solar magic through this as well. Oh, Gold Magic went to second. White God Slayer. This sounds familiar. Is this the rare drop maybe from an M-Mobs? Potentially. Custom Magic. How many more pages do we have? 2 more pages and then 3 of these. Okay. 5 more. No, I'm just... Isn't the one in... the 100 Years Quest similar? The White Wizard or something? Anyway, Illumination. Casts a bright spherical light around the user, which can extend pretty far, like 5-6 meters. Does no physical damage, however, inflicts blindness for like a minute. Okay. Blinding spell. What? I haven't fully read it. I've read like the first 5-6 of the series so far. White God's Bellow fires a big white roar which deals massive amount of damage, causing blindness. 30. Would reduce the number of seconds on this, just because if it's dealing a lot of damage. Radiant Bow. Wait, Boulder's Radiant Bow. This creates a glowing bow and arrow which can be shot at the target. Once hit, explodes. Okay. White God's Haste. A bright aura surrounds the user as speed is heightened massively along with jump boost. And White God's Flashbang. Why is this based on my mistake? I've had this based on my mistake. Creates a giant ball of light and using both of their hands, which when hit deals massive amount of damage along with blindness for 2 minutes. Description: much like all other Godslayers. Oh wait, okay. So yeah, pretty much. That would have. I feel like that one's a little too powerful. It's fine, Cubs. It's fine. I don't mind bad English. It was structured. Oh yeah, no. When I copied it into Discord, it destructures. It was, well, into docs, but I need them in docs just because, well, I didn't expect to be getting 10 more while I'm reading it. Okay. Much like all other Godslayers, it follows the basic rules of what Godslayers can do and what they can't do in Fairy Tail World. However, it's unique as other Godslayers. It's inspired by the Norse god Balder. He was the god of light, purity, joy, as well as summer sun. Norse mythology. Though he is mostly known as the god of light. I feel like if we like Godslayer, I want to say instead of white, but besides that, it's with some work, it could be really good. I feel like I know this one was my cock up, but I feel like if we replace this Flashbang with another spell, because it's pretty similar to the Bellow, and nerf the blindness, because I mean blindness is a really annoying effect, but I mean besides that, I do really like the spell. How are the space? What do you mean the space ranked? A lot of these custom magics can. I know with how are the spells ranked. Wait. What do you mean? How are they ranked? I'm still confused. Oh god. Hitsuyo, Arimas, Sen, Xatol. Maybe I got that name right. Custom magic name: Art of the Black Cat. First passive. Okay, so Art of the Black Cat. Used as constant night vision. Second passive, no full damage. They work. Weakest to strongest. Oh, they just list them off in whatever order you want. It seems to be weakest to strongest. Okay, Black Cat Scratch. User creates sharp cat claws out of a black energy and scratches their victim. Does 2.5 hearts. Okay. Black Cat Pounce. User leaps forward into the air, and if they land on their victim, they do 3 hearts. Height would be 3 blocks, and they would go 4 blocks forward. Cat Paw Mark. User can mark an item, player, or mob that won't go away until user sees Cat Paw Mark again. Oh, okay, so it just marks where something is. Move forward, the hunt. User knows the exact location where the marked thing is, even if it's in a chest, shulker box, inventory. This makes it a little harder here. It's possible, but that makes it a little harder. Maybe if we just had it on player. And knows what's near it. A 7 block radius. I don't know how we'd do this one. Like, what form we'd do it in. Visual representation. Maybe probably not visual representation. Text, that might be too much information. I guess if we just showed entities around another entity instead. It's fine. We can decide damage numbers later on. Black Cat Parade. User releases a massive, powerful wave of black energy in front of them, dealing 2 hearts a tick. 2 hearts. Yeah, maybe. I feel like this one. See, I'm liking this one, but I feel like I'm implementing it in a different way. I'll explain what I'm thinking with this one in a minute. Black Cat Meow. The user meows and everything, mobs, NPCs, player in a 7 block radius takes 10 hearts of damage. Can we talk about this damage? Maybe 5 hearts at most? Move 7, Luck of a Black Cat. User becomes invincible and gets regen for 7 seconds. I kind of like it. I know it's busted, but I like it. There's some powerful Meow. Yes, there's very busted Meow. Mode 777 Lucky Strike. User becomes cloaked in black energy and takes on the form of a black cat. While all moves do double the damage, the user takes 77% less damage from all non-magic attacks. Here's what I'm thinking for this one. I'm actually thinking, instead of making this a custom magic, you know Lizana's magic, where she takes the form of, well, not exactly a form, how do I explain it? She kind of gains the traits of an animal. I thought we could implement this as one of the things she can take on, a black cat. And then maybe we can take out the spells like the Meow, or, yeah, takeover magic, there it is. Reduce the power of the Meow, maybe, or change the effect of it. To scare creepers or something, maybe? Nerf it a bit, but also we can give passive abilities. I feel like that makes a really good implementation of this magic. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm going to be DMing the people who win afterwards. And also, I'm actually thinking this one's... I'm not going to implement it as its own magic, but I'm definitely going to implement it as a takeover. This one here, probably not in the next release, but release after... maybe. But I'm definitely going to be DMing about this one. I mean, also, in fact, we don't need much expansion. Did you already read Anti-Shadow Dragon? Yes, I did. I wasn't a huge fan of it. Yes, it just feels like it's a counter magic. I wasn't a fan of the concept of an anti-Shadow Dragon Slayer magic. It just feels like it's a too directed. Tyler. Volcanic Dragon rework. Okay. One passive Heart of Molten Core Toggy skill that melts... Wait, what? Okay. Toggle skill that melts stone and dirt within 2 blocks of you. Okay. 2 passive Scorching Dragon Scales getting hit by meat. They both make sense and are reasonable. Roar of the Volcanic Dragon. Deals fire damage and physical damage while melting stone and dirt in the cone. Okay. Yeah, that sounds a lot better than before already. Volcanic Dragon Obsidian Claws. Does sharpen fire normal fist attack, but if used on blocks like stone can melt, and lava which turns it into... Again, I'm not a fan of lava to obsidian. I like vice versa. Obsidian to lava, but not stone... But not... Sorry, not lava to obsidian, because that's cooling it, not heating. Volcanic Dragon Wing Attack. From ground, sends in the air. If already in the air, sends falling down faster, then normal full speed does knockback damage. Okay. That's basic wing attack concepts we already have. Volcanic Dragon Molten Eruption sends a ball that deals fire damage over time if hit with the AoE residue. But if hit with projectile, freeze them in place and they have to hit the rock covering them to break free. I actually really like that one. Okay. 3-part active passives. 1. Molten Dive Lava and Fire do not harm you unless you are hit from a mage stronger than you. Can eat lava and fire and stone, but anything other than lava has reduced magic gain. And can see through lava like water. Okay, yep. That actually makes quite a bit better. I don't believe there is a blood god. I don't think they mention too many gods in Fairy Tail, actually. I know they mention a war god, but that's about it. And the way of obtaining it is getting a fire and earth dragon, Lacrima, and throwing it into the lava pool in Nether Fortress. In the Nether Fortress that the Wither Skeletons spawn near. I guess there's already that's actually doable. I guess there's already a detection system for the Nether Fortress advancement. I'd just be cheap and use that. Oh, and that's the final one on the document. Okay. Now we got Hive Magic. Also, how long? Oh my god, there's a lot of work put into this one. Okay, also known as Sword Logic or Killing Logic. Yes it would, Nuke Shot. To explain how the magic systems work, there's an elemental magic, then there's a Dragon Slayer, God Slayer, and Demon Slayer version of each magic normally. That's how it works in the fairy tale one. I did like it, Tyler. I like the revision of it a lot more than the original one. Alright, hive magic. It's something eldritch, cosmic horror of sorts, ancient, powerful, and dangerous to wield. It involves binding yourself to a parasite in order to gain abilities that transcend casual laws. So I'm guessing that means upsides and downsides to it? The main aspect of sword logic is that killing makes you stronger. The more things you can kill, the more you can unlock and delve into magical abilities, while also twisting and distorting your body and how you interact with the world. Thus, you're an agent of adaptability and change. As you evolve by killing, and so do your abilities. Throne Worlds. A main feature, rather than the spell, is after you've killed enough, you can create what's called a Throne World. A Throne World is a pocket dimension of sorts, outside of time that powerful users of the sword logic can create. Think like those things from the Dimensional Doors mods. When you die, instead of dropping your items and losing your experience, only your physical body is slain. You're whisked away to your throne world, where after some time you can re-enter the real world. This allows you to survive death as long as you're not slain in the throne world. A main note of the throne worlds is that they're low gravity and randomly floating pieces of land. The owner of the throne cannot be targeted by hostile mobs that may end up there, and any blocks they place are not used up while inside, if possible. If players enter your throne world to kill you, you can assume a boss form which gives you different actions, but only while you're in your throne. I found this based off my... what's it called? It's like a story or something, or an anime. Spell 1, Morph. To use the hive magic, you must first shift into a state to use it. This involves a bit of appearance and model change. Oh my god, this already sounds like hell to make. Which gets progressively more drastic the further you go down the path of sword logic. The more you kill, the more your form changes, and the stronger you are. While like this, the laws that normal people would follow become bent, allowing you to fly, teleport, and generally defy physics. You equip a special weapon during this time and cannot use normal weapons and whatnot. There are 3 different weapons to choose from. I want to read this myself. This one, I shouldn't have got deleted. I'm not scrolling down at the moment in the Discord so I can keep track of where the new magics begin. Rend. As you're not bound by the laws of the universe, you actively defy them. As reality wails around you, use your weapon of choice and tear through the space in front of you, destroying all blocks in one line in front of you, and dealing damage that bypasses armor. If an entity is standing in the way, it becomes deadlier and potentially develops other effects the more you level with killing. Oh, maybe? I don't know. I didn't see anything get deleted. Ooh, it's fine if it's not incredibly detailed. This is extra detailed, so don't worry about it. Being what you are, the decay of stars and the resulting explosions are something you command. Be an agent of death and freedom. This attack is chargeable blast of bright green fire which tears at the health durability when it attacks a player. The longer you charge it, the more damage it does. The bigger the explosion, the less range... how the hell do I... less range and speed it has. Like all abilities, this can be evolved with additional effects as you grow in strength. I'm liking this so far, but it's really cool magic. But the programmability of this is pain. That's what's going through my head. Concept, great. Durability? Pain. Devour hope. You are the end of all things. When the last star dies and everyone is gone, only you will remain. This spell is a chargeable AoE spell that affects a decently sized area around you. All entities within an area will have health reduced by 10% as you charge ability. Entities that drop below 10% of their health during the charge will have 5 seconds to raise it before they are slain. Things that die in this manner will speed up charge time. Once it's fully charged, send out massive shockwave. Everything in the radius will die instantly, along with the raising blocks and the like. This ability can be evolved in different ways. Don't remind him of the potential. Shh. I don't want to think about them. Spell 5, Take. The final and ultimate expression of hive magic is Take. You fill your fist with black fire and create a portal in your location that you point at. Mobs will be sucked into the portal, then you can summon them back as something not quite right. Textures are distorted, mostly being solid black and glowing white. Villain monsters you take have different behaviors and physically illegal abilities. However, some mobs, such as bosses from mods and the like, can only be taken if you're killed and evolved enough to be strong enough to take them. These soldiers are your obedient slaves. Attempts to take a player will transport them into a small dimension, like, or potentially into your throne world. There they will fight an AI version of your morphed form. If they win, they will take damage and be stunned as they re-emerge where you took them. If they lose, they will die and their inventory will be given to a taken copy of them that fights on your behalf. There's an additional ability or two. How to acquire. This one took me some time to think about, but it's a short, potentially changing step by step. Find a potentially craft Book of Sorrow. Following instructions, the book craft a special multi-block to summon the boss. Okay, kill the boss, get a worm. Eating the worm, make a pact with it, symbiosis. And some dialogue will play. Book of Sorrow will update, detailing your new abilities and how to evolve progressed, along with choosing what weapon you desire to morph with. Welcome back, DJ. It sounds kind of something alien. I really like this magic. It's a really nice concept, but the amount of work I'd have to do for this, like I'd have to make multiple models, multiple textures, add new dimensions. It's dimension per player with it. Yeah, it could be a mod in itself. Alright. The amount of bugs which I can see already sprouting from this, the amount of things I'd have to fix. This is a whole separate project. It does sound like how to make. Do you know what the idea is here? In fact, you know what, we'll save that for later. Yeah, I'll reveal the final mod announcement at the end. Shadow Godslayer magic. Now, I already know about bugs and exploits. It's just something I don't like to talk about too much because they show up no matter what you do. It's just you gotta fix them. Okay, Shadow Godslayer. Japanese, please don't. It's cast a is this a? Why do I feel like this just copy pasted from a wiki? Are these links? Oh, whatever. It was taught to Nyx by Caesar Kaiser. Okay, blah blah. As its names imply, shadow dragons are physiology of a shadow god. They are capable of generating and manipulating travel shadows as well as becoming intangible. Shadow god. Okay. So we know roughly what a Shadow Dragon Slayer is, so we're just going to skip over. Well, God Slayer. By becoming a Shadow, it's possible to easily dodge, maneuver around their foes, becoming untouchable. Thanks to the added intangibility, even from certain spells, however, users of Shadow-based magic can grab, harm, and harm the user, even when intangible. And light-based attacks are also a weakness. I do like that idea of it. The user is capable of grabbing shadows in darkness as if they were a physical object, allowing them to grab and consume them as a result, or even rip shadows straight from an individual. As entity shadows are toggleable in Minecraft, we might have to turn that off. Well, yeah, not go with this idea here. This is a copy, is it? Is this straight from the wiki? If it's straight from the wiki, Shadow Dragon. It's Shadow God. Is it this one? No, it's not that one. Yes, you can send it. Yeah, you can. Yeah, no, Hive Magic deserves definite round of applause, but if that's copy-pasted straight from the wiki, I'm just gonna turn it. I'm just gonna turn it down. Alright, Control C, Control V. Okay, yeah, I thought the Japanese was already fishy. Okay, yes, this is straight up copies from... If it's on the wiki already, that it's going to be implemented eventually. If it's already here, if it's here, it's going to be implemented. Just have patience. Okay, Gelled Custom Magic Contest Entry by Finny. Alright, we're at Finny's now. So what are the top 3? Gold. Where was it? Gold. Why did I forget the Gold, Luna, and I'm not really sure where I put third. Probably Adventure Magic is the third one. Alright, concept. As the mod tries to add magic in the style of Fairy Tail to Minecraft, I felt like the magic should be useful for survival gameplay, without breaking the immersion of Fairy Tail itself. It would be easy just to buff the player with better mining, crafting, etc. In my books, this only works if it's done properly, and with enough time spent thinking it through, which is why my entry is rather long and complex. My apologies in advance to all the poor souls that decide to read the whole thing. Oh god. Yeah, no, honestly, I think I have an idea for something like that. Okay, now in Fairy Tail, there are 2 types of magic. Caster Magic and Holder Magic. While Caster Magic is emitted by Wisdom himself, Holder Magic is the way of casting spells. Okay, I know I'm not going to explain Caster Holder for the elements. This is a whole different aspect and it takes ages to explain. So every magic belongs to an element. Almost every magic has sub-element assigned. So for example, Fire Magic has... Okay, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Come on. Yeah, examples. I'm sorry, I don't want to skip. I'm gonna add my favorite magic. At the moment, I'm thinking top 2, honestly. Okay, So... Okay, so I'm skipping over the explanation of how Fairy Tail magic works, because I mean, that's very easy to look up, and it's in the Discord. I already know how it works. But I appreciate him putting it in. Balancing. As the mod isn't out yet, there's... The point of creating this magic, I can't tell how strong current implemented magics are. But at the end of the day, there are certain magics that are way too strong to implement without spending huge amounts of time fine-tuning them. A few examples would be Anti-Magic, Memory Make, Magics of Arcane Element, and pretty much every magic that makes survival Minecraft too easy. I have been working on Memory Break and the Arcane Magic for so long. I'm finally tuning those so much. These 2 here, I haven't even started programming, but I've been planning these 2 for so freaking long. Sure, custom magic can be used by staff members on the server and whatnot. No, this will be implemented for everyone. Okay, name Raincrawler. While Raincrawler isn't exactly strong combat magic, it allows these to either change the weather to rain, or if it's raining, change it to sunny. Besides that, the user can make clouds appear and make it rain in specific areas. 3x3 around the cast, with effects like healing, buffing, dealing damage. With leveling up, not only does the wizard unlock more spells, but bigger range. Okay. Raincrawler will mainly be used to support other players and out of combat. Even though it can deal damage over time and heal the cast themselves, it's more efficient to buff multiple allies and be able to heal them in dangerous situations. For the out of combat use, there are also buffs for crops. So not only... Okay, crops and animals as well. Example spells, Raincrawler. You don't need to give me the commands for how to... Okay, Heavy Rain creates a cloud above these that deals same damage as being on fire, lasts 5 seconds. Curing Rain creates a cloud above the use that heals half heart per second, lasts 5 seconds. Blessing Rain creates a cloud above the use that fully grows all crops, lasts 10 seconds. Okay. Oh, fairly nice. So it's a support-based magic. There are, of course, other options to implement, such as passively increasing the range, allowing the casters to move with the cloud forming, following them, and many more. For simplicity, okay, fair enough. Cloud doesn't have to be a block at all, it can simply be an animation that pops up above the caster. There's also the option of adding a barrel block that collects water while it rains. which would be cool in general, but with Raincaller, it would also have the option of creating a source of water in an immersive way. That's true. Mine was Rush. Which one was yours, Cubs? DJ. I'm sorry, I still gotta... I gotta rate these. It's gotta be done. White God Slayer magic. I did like it. It does need some work, but I just really like it. As every village has a few farms, it makes sense that there could be Raincaller in those. A Raincaller in those. With a small chance there'll be a special hash area to where the Raincaller lives. If that's too basic, that might very well custom structures spawn out in the wild with the / set weather time command. The Raincaller NPC can also make it rain for 10 seconds every minute. I think the one in the village works. Addition Holder Magic. I personally love the concept of Holder Magic, which is why I decided to offer some ideas on how to implement it. These would be to use Lacrima Table to infuse weapons and armors with new enchantments. Really cool would be to have new weapons and armors with the same attributes as vanilla things. These Lacrima items can't be enchanted on a regular enchantment table. Instead, they can only be enchanted on a Lacrima table. To craft them, simply replace one piece of the regular recipe with an empty Lacrima. Or finish the... Or put the finished tool, armor, weapon into crafting window with empty Lacrima, shapes weapon recipe. Only works item with full durability. Okay, so I like the idea for Holder Magic. I do really like it. Holder Magic is something I'm still seriously debating. It's the reason I haven't put Celestial Magic in yet. Because I'm not sure about how to implement the keys yet. Us talking about what we did wrong while Gerald talks about the important stuff. No, I do really like this passive magic, and there's quite a bit you can do with rain itself. And it can be a sub part of water. So it branches off from water, so you get... Never mind, with the obtain method. I do really like the concept of a rain magic, though, and we don't have a lot of support. This is in the top 3, 4? Alright, and now I'm going to open Discord. I didn't originally go to Discord because, look, this text is tiny and chat covers it. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm gonna poof off chat. You guys are going to vanish off the screen. Can I zoom? I can't zoom in the Discord app. We've got a weapon. Hold on. Fuck, I dragged that off. That's got the other account. Oh! That was too close. Okay, are you... I'll read them out. Okay. It said 13 new messages. I count. Oh, did you guys send these as separate messages, maybe? Okay, so this one's some backstory. I'll read that later in my own time. Why is the other... Because I don't want to leak that account's name. That's the account I normally develop mods on. That's where... And if I leak that I am that person... You see how there's 5 DMs here? There'll be hundreds. Like, I won't see these servers anymore. I'll have to disable my DMs. I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to disable the DMs. Honestly, I started working on this magic by accident. By complete accident. On this account. Normally I work on it on the other account. DM Invasion. It is a horror. I can handle a lot of DMs, but not the amount that I get on the other account. There's too many. Okay. Galaxium Magic or Galaxy Magic? Galaxium? I like the Galaxium. Passive 1. As you have become like the stars, you gain immunity to damage from basic weapons, similar to Juvia's magic. Okay. Why are you apologizing? Do you want backstory? No, you don't have to put backstory. They're entertaining to read, but they're not essential. Passive 2. As you're taking the energy of the... Am I covering it? Hold on. I shall move to the bottom left. where I cover a little less. Okay. As you're taking energy of galaxies, you can regenerate your health. Okay. Move 1. Galaxy Crash. As you're pulling the energy from the stars into your fist and releasing it into a melee attack. So, stronger melee attack. It's fine, Leo. It's fine. Move 2. Hover. Start to levitate off the ground by pushing galaxies underneath your feet. Of course, not taking full damage. Galaxy Heal. Use of your galaxy energy to heal allies. Okay, so support healing, flight, a punch, Galaxian buff, buffing your allies with regen and resistance. If I could take off the regen. Galaxy Hide. Envelop yourself in galaxy energy. Gain the invisibility buff. Galaxian Portation? Teleportation by tossing a projectile. I actually saw a concept similar to that in a mod recently. I think it was the Mahotsuki mod? Yes I am, Marwan. Who's type? Skalniak Nuke Shot. Okay, so pretty much you would shoot an arrow and then you could teleport to that arrow. I'm guessing it's a similar concept to that. I mean, you know, would it be scummy to do this? Yes, it is scummy to do this. Are we doing it? Yes, we are. Guys, you know that series Buffer is doing, the Avatar one? Plot me in his comments. I'm a suggested streamer. Well, suggested content creator. Go suggest me. Suggest me. Nah. Hey. Okay. Galacticity Enchant. Enchant a weapon with a damage buff to give to others to use yourself the enchant. The rage buff and a damage buff. I don't know what the rage buff is, but I know what a damage buff is. Second origin. Galaxium. Stop all enemies and allies in their positions in a 30 block radius. No player can do damage to these. Some players pause. The pause ends after 1 minute. Obtain method. I don't know. Meditation at max block height. Can use weapons, but is supposed to be used for support, not damage. Okay. Range, but oh, okay, range buff. That makes sense. I like it. It's a nice support magic. It's pretty simple. It's not much I'd struggle with making here either. Us typing distracting Jail from his job. The reason I streamed it was because I wanted to, well, review these in a video on stream. It was going to be in a video initially, but I thought, you know what, let's stream it. Let's stream it. It's less work. I redid the 5th move for... you redid... Wait, what? For a teleport ability to have a trap ability. Okay. Okay. Passive 1. You seem more fragile than normal, but stronger and faster. So take more damage, but deal more damage. And hit faster. So, Glass Cannon. When you get attacked, the attacker gets hurt back. Definitely Glass Cannon. It's Mirror Stab. You summon a mirror in front of you, and it shoots out big glass shards that stab the opponent. Must be standing still. Can be charged to make shards bigger, but will cost more magic. See-through. You turn your body into glass, making you somewhat invisible, but more susceptible to damage. Uses continuous mana power while spell is active. Invisibility. Mirror Dragon War. Beam of polygonal mirror energy, reflecting some of their own magic back at them. There's a few points of mirror magic damage depending on what the opponent's magic is. Move 4, Reflect. You summon a mirror to reflect an opponent's magic back at them, doing only their magic damage. You won't be able to reflect most of their stronger moves, and you can only do this at least 3 times during a battle before you get burnt out. Move 5, Mirror Blink. Summon a mirror to go to a mirror dimension, then make a mirror to go to another location. A lot of people are going for this dimension idea. I like the dimension idea, but I don't want to generate too many dimensions, especially personal dimensions. Because that's when servers start to lag, when everyone's got their own dimension. Move 6, Shard Rush. Through Dragon Force to use it encases themselves in a polygonal dragon made of reflective glass and rushing the opponent with it. If the user doesn't hit the opponent with this, they will be impaled by the shards themselves, doing a good amount of physical and mana damage. Okay, that's pretty nice. So if you miss, you get hurt. Final Flash. The user entraps the opponent into a mirror dimension, traveling through mirrors to attack them rapidly with a dragon claw made of glass. Once attacked enough, a giant mirror dragon head will come up and crush the opponent with mirror jaws. Consumes all the user's mana, leaving them vulnerable. I can figure out how to do most things. Did I hear? Yes, you did hear Final Flash. Obtain method. Find a suspicious mirror shard in a glass-like cave and throw it into a desert oasis. A mirror dragon will be summoned. After you talk to it, you will obtain the magic. Okay, that works. That's a nice obtain method. You probably won't make it, but oh well. I had to at least put this. You nailed third. You did good, Leo. You did nail third. Blood magic. Leveled up. Could be refused. Level 1. After obtaining 100 self-inflicted damage, or 1,000 in total. Passive 1. Blood God's Blessing. Speeds up regeneration of blood, which replaces mana. Level 2. Obtained after doing X amount of damage to other entities. Passive 2 1 attack. This looks incomplete. This looks very incomplete. Okay. So out of all... Ignore it for now. Okay, I shall. So out of all of these magics, I'm actually going to implement more than one magic here. So, which magics are... Okay, hold on. Where do I type this? I'm glad. No. This is what I'm sorry. I typed an announcement. I don't know what to say. Go winning custom. Nope. After reading the magic suggestions, is my keyboard loud as hell? Oh, I'm getting a new keyboard. It shall be quieter later on. I has decided to choose multiple magics to implement. Ping. Yes, we are doing that to everyone. The magics which shall be implemented are... Let me pull up the Discord names and their names. Okay, so that one there. Okay. Those two. Luna. Who was Luna Magic made by? Luna Magic, which was designed by wait, what's your Discord name? It's like the one magic I don't have the Discord name of. Okay, there we go. There we go. Welcome back, Cubs. Do we have a medal? There we go. Lunar Magic. That one I'm gonna aim to get in by the end of January. Wait, no, sorry. Gold Magic, which was designed by... where's Gold Magic? No, that's... Where's Gold Magic gone? It's Gold Walker. Yeah, no, there's a reason I was almost said it. We give you silver medal. Wait, medal. And then Adventure Magic, which was designed by True German with a good old bronze medal. I thought 2 at most, but they're good. They're really freaking good. There's more I wanna. I will also be adding... That's right, there's more. The art of the Black Cat, but not as a magic. It shall be added as a takeover and modified to work in this style. Thank you. Please follow just after I type hit for this suggestion. And thank you all for suggesting these, and keep suggesting, as I may do more of these in the future. Honestly, there was so many good ones here which I might put in. Alrighty, there we go. Also, announcement. Stream Discord tomorrow. Okay, so I really can't spell tomorrow. I spell this wrong every time I type it. It's embarrassing at this point. I can't spell this one word. There we go. Darn, I will try next time. Just keep submitting as you go. Honestly, just submit as you come up with them. I know, people put a lot of work into this. That's why I feel so bad not taking them all in, but... yeah, as soon as I started seeing the length of them, I was just like, oh god. Oh god, I feel bad. I feel bad not putting these in, but I can't put them all in. But, nah, here's what I was going to announce. It's related to the Discord of the server. As many of you know, this Discord, I don't actually own this server. This server is owned by Cursed Ragnar on his main account, which he's lost. So I don't actually own this server. And on top of that, I'm not part of the Inception team, despite this being an Inception mod. So you'll probably know if I scroll down somewhere, we should see Inception Anime Network. If we go here, not much is said, but they've got a Fairy Tail, a My Hero Academia, a Bleach, a Reincarnated as a Slime, and a Pixelmon mod. Well, no, not a Pixelmon mod. Demon Slayer, Bleach. They got a lot of mods in development on this here. And I'm not part of this. I'm personally, as a developer, this is not my development Discord. I'm not going to reveal my actual development Discord, the one I normally use, because it's split into many servers for each mod. But I'm not gonna... I don't like using the name Inception when I'm not actually an Inception developer. So, here's what I'm doing. I'm going to be sending out the invite tomorrow, but I'm going to be moving the Discord over to this here. This is where I'm going to be doing any future mods under the Geraldster name and any programming projects. You can see there's already a few things planned. It was kind of funny when in the Discord the Pokemon was brought up earlier, Gem 4 remakes. As you can see on the left here, that's on the projects. That's something I was actually working on. But yeah, I'm going to be moving all development, everything over to here, as I don't own this place. And there's a staff team, there's a YouTuber. As great as they are, I don't actually know them well. I don't know the staff team, I don't know the developer, well, anyone in the team really, that well. I didn't recruit any of them, and honestly, the interview method to get on the team wasn't exactly... I mean, I got on there. I'm hopeless. I got in as a mod, and I'm hopeless as a mod. But I'm going to be moving it all over, so I've actually got my own area for this project and future projects, because I noticed there's not many... That's not a stretch. It's something I'm seriously considering. And yes, a lot of the staff are inactive as well. But here's another thing. I also thought, hold on, there's not actually... If we'd start looking for anime mods, like, I don't know, what animes do you guys like? There's not many actual, let's say, Reincarnated as Slime. There's no mod for it. My Hero Academia, that has a few mods. Hunter x Hunter, I don't think there's an actual mod for it. So I was thinking maybe in the future I can pick up more anime related mods and start working on them as well. Because I mean, as I'll be operating as my own individual now, instead of under the Inception name, I have a lot more freedom. Because this is a fairy tale Discord. Like, I've wanted to put things in here. Yes, no, I did plan a spin-off of Fate as well. I was gonna make it more focused on the Grail and the Servants. And yes, you found those. Demon Slayer one, I gotta admit, is good. Rising of the Shield Hero was made in MC Creator. SAO, it's okay, it needs some skills, but it's good. Naruto, some of them are good, some of them aren't. There's a few. Full Metal Minecraftist, that's one of the ones on the list. But hardly anyone plays Digimobs, and I haven't watched it, so I can't, like Hunter x Hunter and Digimobs, I can't do, as I've never actually watched the shows. But stuff I have watched, I can implement. Also, as this will be under one developer, let's just say, remember Dragon Block C? How incompatible and busted that one was with all the other mods. It was so busted compared to anything else. As I'm going to be working on all of these mods, I can balance them with each other. So we can avoid having an overly busted mod in the mix. And also, I can host many servers and one with them all mixed. But the objective of this will be to expand out the mods I'm making, my own projects, and also stop me feeling bad from announcing things in this Discord. It's a big Discord. I love this place, but I feel bad when I announce things. Because I don't know, it feels like I don't really own the place. It's not my own area. So I want to have the own area. So I'm going to be, what's it called? Sending out invites for when this Discord's fully set up tomorrow. The school programming projects might rename it tomorrow, but just because it's related to what I'm making. You haven't peed on it, so it's not your territory. Yeah, someone peed on it before me. Cursed Dragnia got the first pee, see? Wait, he announces other Twitches. Why can't I? Why can't I announce my own? All I'm thinking is, I haven't heard of it. Yeah, 7 Deadly Sins, maybe. Oh, one more custom magic. Okay, speeds up regeneration at passive 1. Transfuse blood into selected creature, healing them. Possible to heal yourself. Control others in Godslayer form. Okay, when attacked, you drain blood. So lifesteal, create a blood whip. Chance to get a potion effect from creatures you're targeting, but possibility that you get a negative effect. 20% chance for positive effect, 50% for negative. Can be improved by leveling up. Okay. Level 3, 100 crystallized blood. It can be obtained by slaying creatures, 10% drop chance. Move 4, you're able to temporarily boost targeted creatures' physical abilities by speeding up their blood flow. After the effects disappear, cast loses 20% of their blood per creatures. Magic goes up to level 4. Okay. Maybe your own Discord can make a suggestion. Yeah, that's the plan. We can have suggestions. Yeah, no, I do like concept of blood magic. That's one of the things I'm actually going to ask. If people can come up with ideas as well for existing magics, I'm going to actually announce it in this Discord once we get it going. Also, I'm going to create my own CurseForge page and all, so yeah, I can point people to my area. I can alter it as I wish, blah, blah, blah. Job will have his own power. That is the plan, but because I feel bad, for example, whenever I need to remove someone from a staff team, I haven't removed everyone because I feel bad, but they're all inactive as hell. I feel bad if I'm gonna go remove someone. So if I just start from scratch on the Discord, we can work on multiple development here as well. So it gives me, Gerald, the freedom to work on stuff. And freedom is good. We gotta love freedom. But yeah, that pretty much sums up what we were aiming to do this stream. You like Gerald magic. We're not adding to Gerald magic, that was a joke. Yeah, no, the alpha testers do exist, but the alpha testers just exist. You're just there. I hired my own alpha teams. Why isn't Gerald? Because it's a real pain in the ass to actually program. And also, in fact, it would be exclusive to just me. I might make a meme magic at some point based on programming mistakes. That's something I do. I log up all the programming bugs and mistakes I make so I don't make them again. But as a result, I can implement just one buggy as hell magic for myself. Just game-breaking magic for the hell of it. This sounds pretty fun. But yeah, I think I'm going to wrap up the stream now and... yeah, turn 24 hours tomorrow and then day after release the mod. Oh god, it's so close. It's pretty much ready though. There's like, I don't know, maybe 50, 100 more lines of code to write? There's not much. We got all the textures, models done. Granted, some of them aren't great, but they're done. So they'll be released soon. On the 1st of January. You came for the end, Luna. You're here for the final part. But I'm going to be announcing this Discord in both my own Discord and so the loading screen. That's one about guilds. I know you joined like a guild Discord thing, but I'm still unsure on how that works. Oh yeah, that's actually very true. Yeah, let's talk about the guild system for a second. Okay, so you go release it at midnight. No, I'm gonna release it when I wake up. Whenever the hell I wake up, we don't have a time. It's just that day. Alright, so where was it? Oh, which one was it? Was it the Magic Council, maybe? Could be. I don't remember which Discord it is, but... one of the Discords... we got a... there's guilds. They keep doing guild meetings while I'm streaming. It's really bugging me. It's like I go live and a second later I get a tag on Discord saying, oh, by the way, we're having a meeting now. It's kind of like, oh, okay. So for guilds, I'm debating because I've seen a server have a similar system before. It was a superhero server. They had a system where, well, it was a player implemented system where their players would form a team. And you know, the team, there'd be good and evil teams, blah, blah, blah. Teams would fight each other. But it didn't last because the server didn't support it. So I'm thinking of implementing it on the server. I'm still debating how exactly I'm going to implement it. I'm thinking of writing a custom plugin for it. I mean, girls are, you say this, but I want to write a custom plugin for actual fairy tale themed guilds. So at the moment, I'm compiling information on the guild system in Fairy Tail. And once I've compiled enough information, I'm gonna actually program a plugin which works exclusively for Fairy Tail guilds. And once we've programmed that, the guilds will be announced along with the server. I think the whole guild Discord thing is a mess. I'm not gonna lie, it's a big mess. I haven't really paid attention to it much, but I'm gonna use the team feature, the plugin I make, to create, I guess, a kind of faction system, but not quite, because you know there's a light guilds, dark guilds, like Tartarus, for example, and Fairy Tail, light and dark. I'm going to implement systems for both of them. You could also... actual on the server side, not on the Discord side. guilds for the server. I could also implement a bot for the Discord, but that would be pretty... That'd be pretty interesting for me. But through guilds on the server, we could probably try and keep the system alive, because while that system was good, it was really fun. And yes, real wars with dark guilds, allies. No, there will be requirements for guilds as well. Like, I was playing a cross-mod plugin type of thing. So, for example, you'd reach level 25 in Magic. Once you reach level 25, you could then go create... perfect arrows. Shut up. I don't have my drawing tablet, that's why development is so fucking slow. I don't have any... What's it called? Development tools on me. I left them all at uni. And then we got guilds here. So once you reach level 5, you can create guild. That is the current plan. It might be changed, but at level 25, you can create a guild. Level 1, no guild. As a result, you've actually got to play to create a guild, because you'll notice all the guild masters are powerful in some form. They have a lot of magic. And depending on how I feel, we might have a inheritance system. So let's just say we had, I don't know, person A owns this guild. Then person A can pass down the guild to person B, even if they're under level 25. However, if you pass down a guild, you cannot create another guild for X amount of hours. Well, X amount of days. So you can't just create infinite guilds for someone. No level requirement for joining, just level requirements for creating. Ivan from Raventail, he was weak. He wasn't weak. Loxus was just strong. But I think if we do this system, we can actually create a guild system on the server. I mean, I was also thinking of having staff validation for a guild, blah, blah, blah. But if we grew too much, that would become a real hassle. So I programmed some requirements for guild home-based. So, of course, they will be exploitable. There will definitely be exploits in this. I'm not going to work too much on fixing the exploits. If you want to exploit it, do you? But, for example, it will check the number of blocks within your chunk for a guild tool. Yes, it would require active staff, which is something I'm going to be recruiting again. But once you build a guild tool, for example, it will check the guild tool. Like, you define the area, it checks the blocks in it, see how big it is. Oh yeah, no. You gotta reach level 25 on your own, I'm afraid. I'm not helping you guys with that. You gotta reach there on your own. And there will be the... so if we program a system for light and dark, because actually in the anime itself, it defines what a dark guild is. How they become a dark guild. So I was thinking, instead of having you select a light or dark guild, you become a dark guild instead of selecting. Leveling is related to the number of uses on magic, the amount of kills you get. There's a few facts in the leveling. Neutral ones. Crime Sorcier, although they define themselves as neutral, they're considered a dark guild by nature because they're a group of criminals. That's exactly what I'm working with. Criminal activity will result in you becoming a dark guild. For example, attacking another guild, killing random players too much. That will make you a dark guild. If someone in a guild deals drugs, but their guild is if someone in the guild, a member of it, does it, then I guess we can create a system where... that one's going to be tough. I think only if it's the guild master. Player... That's similar to the system Lootcraft uses, isn't it? For karma. I believe so. But at the same time, I want to check for Dark Guild kill counts. That's another thing I want to check for. The kill count of Dark Guild members. So we'd have to include that as well. But I'm still working on this system. It's a very new system. Yes, I'm talking about a karma system. This is a very, very new system. Let's say you spar someone reach 0 health, you'd be knocked down and you'd have the option. I didn't think about sparring, actually. As I said, this is very new. I mean, what if light guilds fight each other a lot? I don't know, Mara. It's too new. I don't have the answers yet. I started development on this yesterday. Just make a corruption system. The higher corruption gets, the more each other get for trolling each other. I need to use that's a good idea. Censure players that do the crime. And we could make guild... that's true. Guild Wars technically illegal. Yeah, we can work with them. I still need to figure out the exact karma system I'm gonna be using for this. I know I could just make a guild system which lets them define themselves, but... If we make a guild system which just defines themselves, I feel like it's lacking a bit of immersion. Like, no guild just automatically is a dark guild. They have to commit the crimes first. Right, we could, but then what about if they want to switch to a light guild? A special as it's a plugin on the server, that could work. And yes, see, this is the mod we're working on. I've spent too much time on this. I kid you not. I've clocked in too many days working on this. But it's fine, if we're near the end. It's going to be released soon. No, I think Special Grounds does actually sound like a good idea, like the Grand Magic Games Arena. If we created something like that, it would work out. And thank you, Jim Bodgem, for the follow. Greatly appreciated. So, here's what I'm trying to think how we could exactly do a karma system. Hey, Jim. How are you doing today? So, level 25 for the guild. You create it. We could just have the option of light and dark, but then that creates a easy switch. So, for example, you could go dark, commit a crime. So, we go dark, commit a crime, then go light. Problem solved. You're no longer evil. So maybe if we had a cooldown between switching the two? Unaffiliated players would probably work as well. What would happen on the first? Would Jared sleep for a normal amount of time, or would the mod get released first? It's a hell of a question. Would I sleep a lot, or would I release it on the first? Probably late first. Dark Guild wants to become a light guild at some point. Just make it so that they need to help people through quests or something. Quests! Yes, quests! That works! Okay, so how about this? We've got a questing system. As normal, S to E rank quests. Just like in the anime. And each one has its own karma value. So this can be plus 10 karma. And this one can be plus 1. However, how come Twitch account changed? It's copyright. After that's what I'm thinking. But also we could have, as it said in the anime, there's bad quests like assassination quests. We can have those for minus points. Yeah, man, evil quests. If we roll with these evil quests, we can then use this to control the karma. And then if we set a boundary, so we could actually have that neutral system. So, I don't know, plus, let's go Negative 20 is dark. And then we can go plus 20 is good. Plus 20. Good. And then through this we can actually determine good and evil with relative ease. Well, we do have an assassin guild. Hi, yeah, that's why I've put plus 10 next to the S. Plus 10 and minus 10. To make a dark guild, you can make it so once you reach the threshold of dark, gives you a boosted amount of negative karma. That's also a good idea. That's actually a really good idea. We boost up the light and if we decrease the karma gain and increase the loss of karma. Oh, let's go. Dinkshot, that's a hell of an idea. For the quest, we can have players from dark guilds put up as rewards, and depending on their level, S to E rank. Then if we put them up on that board, they can lose points, and as a result, we can just determine, well, you can gain karma by killing evil people. Randomly assign them, I guess. Also, we could have player assigned bounties. So for example, you assign a bounty, you don't lose karma for the bounty, but whoever does the kill loses the karma. So you can kind of tempt people into being evil. I know, I'm not intending to get this done before release. This is something I'm going to work on after release. I've been planning it out, the guild system. Exactly, well, since yesterday I've been trying to think, how would I make this work? But it's a really nice idea and I want to make it work on the server. Because, I mean, these systems are fun. Needs at least 100 karma. I feel like that might be a little high. Because these quests are going to be scaled to level if you can accept them or not. In the first place. Maybe not level, but they're going to be hard, the hard ones. And the easy ones will be easy. So like 100 easy quests will be easy, but it will take time. 10 S rank quests will be incredibly hard, but they will earn you a lot more karma. So I'm thinking maybe 30 to 40? But no, how about you need the resources? So you put the resources into a chest, for example. The server will take those resources and store them. This one here will just have the fairy tale mod. No more. In terms of servers, I've got a completely individual plan for that. If I erase all of this. Okay. So, fairy tale mod. I'm just going to put FT. That will have a server. So there's the fairy tale mod server. What mod do I work on next? I don't know. Let's just say someone pick an anime. Any anime you guys want. I can't promise this is what I'm gonna do, but HXX, sure, why not? That will have its own server as well. And so will Little Witch Academia, I guess. I'm not promising any of these mods. These are not confirmed. These are just examples. These are examples. These aren't confirmations. Wait. Can you do something with the manga? You mean make a mod? I could. I haven't read many manga personally, if I'm honest. I don't tend to pick them up. But then I also intend to make a universal server. So all of the mods I make. And they will all be on the server. That looks like a U. These are L's. And I'll check it out. Hunter x Hunter, okay. Fate is Fate's good. So these servers, this one will be the first one confirmed released. However, there's also going to be another mod in this which isn't in any other server. You see, a lot of anime will have machines. Let's just go into. I may have that to my name. that may be to my name somewhere, but we'll move on. Is a set. That's why all the mods are going to be produced by me, Grim. That's why I'm the one making them all. There'll be a core mod. So this core mod will contain things like a universal power source for electrical mods, a universal magic source. So although it won't be in the individual servers, it will be in the mixed one. That way it allows them to work cross-compatible. So for example, you could take, let's just say you got some, what mod adds, let's say you got an ore from Goblin Slayer. You could use a machine from a certain scientific railgun to process it. Now, I'm not dreaming, this is something I'm actively working on. I go to university for programming, I make mods already. I just made this one under the wrong name. But it's opened up a nice opportunity. No, I didn't actually intend to make a certain scientific railgun because it already exists as an Academy craft, but yeah, I was just using that as an example because it's a very tech-based anime. You don't like... I do really like Goblin Slayer. I probably will make a mod for it at some point. That one's a really easy one to make a mod for as well because there's not a lot of content to make. How the hell do I get into making mods and other stuff? Get a few years of Java and then go on some online forums and start learning. Torture yourself. That's genuinely it. Just torture yourself to pieces. Alright, did I mention you've also, once you've gone through all that, you also got to learn to model, texture, all the other pro things as well. Dr. Stone, that would be interesting. Do you think, haha, Joe's learning more. I got Python, C++, C#, Lua, Java, and JavaScript. University's not fun. It's kind of, ooh, you like programming? Have more! Yeah, Dr. Stone, I don't really know how you'd go about that one. Use them. I'm not going to make certain magical index mod unless I port. This is the question actually I did really want to ask. For future development, past Fairy Tail mod 1.12 or 1.17. There's ups and downs to both. Because here's the thing. As for the core, I'll be implementing all of the mods together. They will have their own machinery. So it would be more of its own mod pack, in a way. Like, it's got its own features. So it won't contain mods from previous versions. However, on the flip side, it won't be used in many other mod packs because 1.17 isn't even released yet. It will be more stable at the time, Moran, when it's actually released. There's upsides. Faster is 1.12. So 1.12, it's produced faster. 1.17, I'd have to learn the new style. Then however, there's also the fact that 1.17 has a shit ton more content, like a lot more content. And it opens up a lot more opportunities, like Electurns, for example, could be used for some magics. You're learning them. What else is there in 1. Caves, there's a cave update, there's a whole bunch of new features. So, that I don't mind isn't helping much. It's something I'm genuinely debating on, though. 1.12 or 1.17. Because once 1.17 drops, it's modding's due to change soon. I actually DM'd someone about this earlier. Normally, Minecraft modding changes every 4 or 5 versions. So, for example, 1.7.10 to 1.12, it normally changes around those intervals. Except 1.16, it didn't change. And 1.17 has been announced. So I'm predicting people are going to start developing on 1.17 when it's released. Which is the reason I'm actually considering this. I mean, the problem is with the more popular version, which is 1.12 at this present time, it's not got as many features, and we're adding our own features in, as in we're creating our own machines, so we don't really have to depend on other mods. Darkstone could be a hardcore mode where you use complex chemical reaction science to make certain items produce. That's a good idea, actually, but I feel like there's mods out there already which do that. Oh, it's your choice. Yes, but I want community feedback on it, goddammit. Jod needs the community feedback to make the good choice. A smart call. Intelligence. But there you go, 1.17. Cyber Ninja. Thank you. Good boy. It does depend on how future looks. Yes, it does. A Fairy Tail, there will definitely be at least 1, if not 2 versions 1.12. Just because it's already written out in 1.12. But beyond that, it really depends on 1.17 or 1.12. Yeah, that's the thing as well. If my prediction is correct. But if not, yeah, it's big debate for this. 1.12 or 1.17? Do we lead the charge to 1.17 or do we stick with the 1.12? So honestly, I've been kind of disappointed with the 1.12 magic. So if I'm being honest, I'm like, Maho's... I can never say this. Sukai, maybe is how it's said. It was good. But a lot of other magic mods aren't so great out there. Like, they don't have decent mana implementation, or they're all utility based. There's no attacks in them. There's no custom mobs or animations or anything. It just kind of it let me down a bit. Like, I can't make a magic mob back in there properly. Besides Electro Blobs, I would say Electro Blobs is probably the best magic mod in the game. Not an anime based one. I mean, this one is anime based, but out of all of them, probably Electro Blobs. Ars Magica was great. I miss it too, but the guy he won't make his source code public. But I tried valiantly and he turned me down. Avatar, I believe so. Yeah, I believe it is 1.12. Mana and Artiface, I'll check it out. Yeah, no, Avatar can be 1.12. I believe they do actually have a 1.16 version if it's not out yet. I could be wrong, though. I know that there were talks about it being 1.16, but they never actually confirmed if they were updating the mod. I'm gonna be adios, DJ. Astral Sorcery was okay. It's okay. I'm not a huge fan, but it's good. 1.12 is good for other mods because classic mods that exist for 1.12 most likely never update. Have newer Minecraft versions have better performance, especially, yeah, that's one of the things. Use Mana and Artiface, the new Ars Magica. Pretty sure it's made by the same... Oh, okay. I'll definitely check it out. It's made by the same person. Backporting, it's possible, but it's a lot of work. I don't know if it would be possible with 1.17, but backporting is a lot of work. Like, shit tons of work. But, I mean, I feel like 1.17 will be the new modding version. So, There's gaming glasses? The hell are those? I've never heard of gaming glasses. You could try 1.12. This is a lot. I normally go 3 hours, if not 4. You could. The porting is where the work comes in, Marwin. That's the thing. When I'm porting a mod, it's an incredible amount of work to actually just port a mod over to 1.16 or future. So I wouldn't go into porting it just because of the amount of work. That's why I'm trying to decide on a version. Alright, I brought back the chat box. And no, Zuma, I don't know gaming glasses. But, yeah, no, so to sum up, for the mod development, we're going to this Discord. I will announce this Discord fully set up tomorrow. Just making more mods. And server, we got custom magics being implemented, and server will be released same day as the mod itself. Yes, you will be able to join Zuma. If I grab a new Discord link for the Inception one so I'll be announcing it here tomorrow. That's where I'll be announcing the Discords. The actual Discord I use for streaming is a completely different Discord, which if you just... Oh, it's on Twitch end, never mind. Never mind, it's on my YouTube About. The actual one I use for my Discord streaming is down below on Twitch and on my Discord About. But using those two, I intend... Well, honestly, I'm just not part of Inception. That's the reason I'm switching. I don't want to take away the Inception project. It's their project. It's not... They're free to do with it as they please, but I don't want to switch to the... I don't want to change up the name. Do I even have access to change up the name? I do, but I don't want to. So we'll head over to here in the future. We'll be over here to work on the mod and other future projects. I'll try to keep that one to anime mods, I guess we can stick to on this account. Yeah, I guess we can go with anime mods. That seems to be what I'm centralizing around. Start with Fairy Tail, I guess maybe Full Metal Alchemist next. Yeah, Black Clover, Full Metal Alchemist, 7 Deadly Sins. We'll go along those lines. Magic first. Makes it nice and easy. If we stick with magic, we can just recycle code and be lazy. I just recycle it. Nice and easy. Fire Force. If you watch... Sure, it could definitely be used as a mod. I mean, I've seen clips of it. Hey, Sergio. I haven't watched it yet. It's on my to-do list. How was your night in Christmas? It was great. I overslept and then streamed on Christmas. I didn't actually pick it up, but I was thinking about it as a lot of people have recommended it to me. So I might check it out. Radiant is... Yeah, no, Radiant's good. Guess what? What did you get, Sergio? Reveal the Christmas presents to Gerald. Well, who's... Okay. Atari Gold Edition 8 flashback. A sock. A visual. It's good. Okay, I'll definitely check it out. Probably not till New Year's because I got some work to do, but I'll check it out. But my box is really gold. Wait, what did you get? Atari. I got no idea what that is. I'm going to be honest. I got no idea at all. But it sounds interesting. It sounds interesting. No idea what it is, but yeah, it could be interesting. Oh god, 120. Okay, yeah, that's a lot. Okay, that's a... Jesus Christ. Man, I keep going to this. I need to go eat. I haven't eaten since lunch. It's 10:30 p.m. now. It's been a while. I want to hear is the lava magic will be in the pack. What do you think? Is that lave magic? I'm going to, Grim. I'm gonna drop a raid through the Twitch end. Let's drop a raid on the Pokemon streamer. Oh yeah, you're 5 hours ahead of me. Yes, I am. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna just lava magic. Maybe at some point in the future. In the future, we can add the lava magic. Yeah, this one ended up being a lot longer than intended. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up now, go eat, and then go do whatever. Probably, what am I gonna do tonight? Actually get some sleep. Just nice. Yeah, it was productive. I did give me some ideas. But thank you for watching. I will be making more mods on the more videos on mods in the future, and update ones. Also general streams. Please subscribe. Gerald likes the subscribe button. But oh yeah, and Twitch end, drop a follow. Join the Discords wherever they are located. Twitch below, YouTube in the about section. And adios and have a good day, everyone. Sayonara.